Disclaimer. The story you're about to hear is based on the true near-death experience of a man named Mohamed. All emotions, insights, and visions have been reconstructed through his expanded consciousness. Prepare yourself for an intense exploration of hidden secrets beyond death, as Mohamed's body sleeps and his soul awakens. It was 1977 in Iran. I was 26 years old, making a late-night journey from Mashhad back to my hometown, Isfahan. The clock had just passed 2 in the morning. Darkness cloaked the winding roads, lit only faintly by the stars and occasionally distant headlights. The quiet road felt ominous, foretelling the tragedy ahead. Without warning, glaring headlights pierced the darkness ahead, another vehicle hurtling towards me, recklessly barreling down the wrong side. Panic surged through my veins as I desperately veered right, tires screeching, but the narrow shoulders offered no escape. Metal crashed against metal in a devastating collision, an ear-splitting crash echoing through the quiet night. My car spun violently before plunging from the roadway, rolling down a steep embankment. Glass shattered around me, and I was engulfed in searing pain, my body severely broken and immobilized. Consciousness flickered in and out as shock set in. Moments later, which felt eternal, a bus stopped, its passengers rushing to my aid, quickly taking me to a small nearby hospital. In the surgical room, despite excruciating pain, my mind raced chaotically. Worries consumed me. Losing my job, disappointing my family, and resentment towards my friend who had suggested this distant employment. Anger and frustration filled every thought, overshadowing the agony I endured. Amidst my turmoil, a young nurse entered. She was around 22, clearly inexperienced, yet radiating a gentle beauty that momentarily distracted my pain-ridden consciousness. For a fleeting second, her compassion provided comfort. But swiftly, anger reclaimed my thoughts, pulling me back into despair. Then, inexplicably, everything shifted. An immense, tranquil peace enveloped me entirely. Anger evaporated instantly, replaced by an overwhelming sense of calm. Suddenly, I perceived incredible perfection in everything around me, experiencing unprecedented clarity. Objects revealed hidden truths, chemical compositions, mathematical intricacies, all effortlessly comprehensible. My perception widened dramatically, extending beyond my body throughout the hospital. I saw the nurse again, sensing clearly her deep sorrow. Her gaze was fixed on a lifeless body nearby, a body disturbingly resembling mine. Confused, I reached out to her, my hand passing harmlessly through her form. A chilling realization swept through me. Am I dead? Thinking urgently of my mother, I found myself immediately beside her in Isfahan, watching her silently prepare dinner. Yet paradoxically, I remained fully conscious in the hospital simultaneously. My consciousness effortlessly existed in 2 places, equally vivid and lucid. Desperately attempting to hug my mother, my translucent hands passed through her unnoticed. My heart sank further. I instantly thought of others, teachers, friends, relatives, and visited each other instantly, fully absorbing their innermost thoughts and emotions. Yet communication proved impossible, my presence invisible, unheard. Back at the hospital, doctors solemnly declared me dead at precisely 3 o'clock. My body, covered in a sheet, was moved quietly into a dark, isolated room awaiting transfer to the morgue. Suddenly, I felt myself whisked through a dark tunnel, swiftly drawn towards an inviting, radiant light. Emerging into a realm of breathtaking luminosity, I immediately recognized it as my true home. Compared to this blissful existence, Earth felt foreign, isolated, a distant exile. Other souls surrounded me, each radiating varying degrees of spiritual enlightenment. There was no jealousy or judgment, only peaceful acceptance of our spiritual progress. Through it all, I sensed a compassionate presence shadowing me, a luminous being exuding immense love, warmth, and infinite understanding. Instantly, recognition dawned. My eternal guide, a constant loving presence throughout my earthly existence. He gently showed me tormented souls trapped on earth, bound by their earthly attachments. One soul, a powerful man in life, persisted futilely in his earthly routines, unaware he had passed away. Even worse were the tormented souls who had ended their lives prematurely, invisibly trailing loved ones, desperately pleading unheard forgiveness. My guide then revealed vivid scenes from my life, beginning from the very start of my earthly existence. Witnessing my mother's pregnancy, I relived entering her womb, profoundly connected to the universe. A seemingly trivial childhood memory became a deeply significant small act of kindness, watering a solitary parched tree. The universe rejoiced overwhelmingly at this pure-hearted gesture, underscoring the immense spiritual value of selfless actions. Conversely, a painful memory surfaced, mercilessly bullying a young boy. I vividly experienced his intense pain, feeling the negative energy ripple outward, affecting everything around him: people, animals, even the environment. This starkly demonstrated the universal law of cause and effect. Every action, no matter how small, reverberates profoundly. Despite yearning to remain in this peaceful realm, my guide gently reminded me of unfinished earthly responsibilities. Initially reluctant, I reconsidered upon glimpsing my future, my return profoundly benefiting countless souls. Although specific memories faded upon returning, the emotional significance remained deeply imprinted. Returning to my body after 32 minutes clinically dead, hospital staff were astonished. For years, I hid this profound experience, fearing ridicule and disbelief. Eventually, discovering similar near-death accounts inspired openness and a new purpose, guiding others through their spiritual experiences. Over the years, I deeply explored spirituality, philosophy, and the mysteries of existence. I found comfort in understanding our interconnectedness and the profound purpose behind our earthly trials. My experience, once a hidden secret, became a beacon of hope and insight for countless others seeking answers and reassurance about life's mysteries. Today, decades later, I share my experience widely, illuminating hidden truths about existence beyond death. I've learned profoundly that nothing remains hidden. Every thought, intention, and action echo eternally. Our consciousness radiates continuously. I urge you, do your thoughts uplift or poison your surroundings? Consciousness holds immense power. Choose thoughtfully, live consciously, and remember, life beyond death is infinitely richer than we can ever comprehend. If this story resonated with you, please share your thoughts below. Have you glimpsed the hidden truths beyond life? Subscribe for more profound insights into mysteries awaiting us beyond death.